Peace and blessings. Hi, I am Regina. Welcome to Diva G's Reborns. I am here with our lovely honey. I'm live simply because my memory is full and I'm not able to make my regular, type videos. However, I did want to be able to document honey's progress. So, what I have done is I have added some shadow to our beautiful honey's um, eye socket area. I put some eyelid purple there, and then I also put a little bit of our burnt umber, the deeper brown color. I did the same with going around her nose a bit and the fulcrum and around her lips, the border of her lips. And I also put some eyelid purple on her lips, leaving what is considered the milk blister without any color. So on her lips, the only color that she has is our medium brown color. Okay, she has a little bit of the medium brown. She has the outline with the burnt umber, and she has a little bit of the purple, the eyelid purple inside here. And look at the beautiful coloring that it gives her. And I also put the burnt umber in her creases here on her mouth, okay, as well as under her chin to give her some beautiful shadow. So I think she is coming along quite nicely. Her mid face is beautifully bright. Let me move up a little bit. Her mid face is beautifully highlit. I mean, I think she looks absolutely gorgeous. Her ears, I have them darkened here and around, and the insides of the ears are a bit lighter. Okay. All right. We see that. And that gives, I believe, a very realistic look of her. Okay. And the neck oftentimes is a little bit darker as well. So her neck is a little bit darker. She's going to be rooted as soon as the hair comes. So I'm waiting for the hair. I'm waiting for the hair. I'm waiting for the hair. So this is our beautiful honey. I want to go a little bit with some red in the center of her lip, right about here. About here. That's what I would like to do. Just kind of go with a little bit, not much, but a little bit of the red. I don't know. It's for some reason, for me, I prefer very little red on the lips of the baby. I don't know. That's I don't know. That's kind of like my preference. Even with the other dolls that I made, their lips have some color, but not this major red. And our baby Kato, as you know, let's see, we'll bring baby Kato, who's patiently waiting for his hair. You see, he doesn't. His lips are kind of a neutralish kind of color as well. I don't know, for whatever reason, that's my preference. So yeah. Um I am going to go around a little bit more with a little bit of the burnt umber in here as well, just to further define her mouth. I think that makes a very nice look. And I will go around her nose and on the top, just to give a little bit of color there, a little bit of dimension there. So, I mean, I think it adds some nice dimension to the lips to see that. Um, I think so because it gives like it gives like a border of the lips. So I like that very much. I want to go with a small brush so that I can get in well. I think she's gorgeous. She's such a beautiful sculpt. Ah, I love her. Let's just love her. I just love her. Um, I don't know if you're able to see, but I am going to go inside here and here. Just going to kind of tap inside. Um, I did purchase what do you call it? A thumb, a flash drive that has that's 1 terabyte. So that should allow me to move what I have on my laptop. It should allow me to be able to move the pictures and the videos so that I should be able to then actually go back to making videos and then uploading them as opposed to going live. Um, I'm going live uh, just so that I can have a record of honey and so that those who are following the journey can can see some of her progress. Now I hadn't posted too much because I myself had not been feeling my best. I made a tiny short about that, so you may be able to see that. Now look how nicely that adds some dimension to her. It brings her more to life. It brings her more to life. I know that the lighting may not be great, but I think you are able to see. Um, it's daytime here, so the sun is out and everything. So I'm using some natural light as well as artificial light. Excuse me. So I do want to go a little bit more on her fulcrum. Not much, but just a small amount. Like I said, I did it with some eyelid purple first, and then I went over it with the burnt umber. Remember, I was saying that the eyelid purple is very much like a chameleon. It it just makes everything better, it seems. So rather than pounce this, I don't want it to spread too much. I'm just going to take my cosmetic wedge and tap it. Just tap it. You see how that brings it, out a bit. And what I will do is I will um, maybe give a little bit of more color inside of it. I may do that. But I do like the definition that we have. And I love the definition of her lips that we have. So I really feel that she is coming along very nicely. Shadows are very important to give dimension and color. Uh, it brings a lot of realism. Now I'm going across the bottom portion of her eye socket, even though we'll be rooting somewhat in this area. What it does is it gives, again, dimension. Having this area with a little bit of shadow, it gives dimension. Um, So I really do like doing this. I did the same thing with my beautiful, beautiful, what I call my beautiful Lillian. She's also open eyes. And I did some of this bit of shadow in this way. And I found that I felt that it gave a lot of dimension to her. I think it made her look very, very nice. So, yes. And what I will do is also, I'm going to go around the milk blister area with a little bit of this burnt umber to kind of give it a little bit more shape. I'm kind of barely touching with this brush. You see? And then I'm going to just barely touch it with the cosmetic wedge because I would like to try to keep it a little bit in place, not spread it, but just keep it in place. You see? Now I do like highlighting or making some definition of the lines that may be on the lips. May not be able to see it, but there are some little lines that are on the lips, and I like. Here, you can see it a little bit. I like giving them some dimension. I don't know. It's just my preference. I like it. I'm gonna take a small brush. I don't know. Maybe I'll use this other detail brush. Um, this one is smaller, so I'll use this brush. Where's the camera? I don't know if you can see it, but yeah, it's very narrow. And I'm gonna go in with the burnt umber. Stir it some more. I'm gonna go in with a little bit of the burnt umber. I really like the color of her lips. You see how that eyelid purple just picked up that brown and gave it a little bit of color. You see her lips. I could stop here and be happy. I really could. I could stop right here and be very, very happy. However, I'm gonna just make them a little bit. I'm gonna highlight or focus a little bit on the lines that are in the lips, and I'm going to put just a slight bit of red to the lips, just a slight bit, not a whole lot, but just a little bit. And yeah, that's what I'll do. So I'm going to go ahead in with the lines on the lips. You probably can't see what I'm doing that well because I need to see it. However, let's try to see. I can show you afterwards. I'm bracing myself on my desks so that I can make some steady make some steady motions. And I'm just taking my time. Just taking my time. There's no rush. Just taking my time. And I have very little on my brush. Very little paint. Because it doesn't take a whole lot. And I'm barely touching it. What I'll do is I'll take my Swiss Spirits Cosmetic Wedge and just tap it. That's all. I'm just tapping it. Just tapping it. Tapped it in place. Now you can maybe see this side this side, I did the line. I don't know. It doesn't show up on camera. So many things don't show up, but nonetheless, I did this upper lip with the line, and then now I'm going to do the other side with the line, making sure that my brush is barely wet, just very barely wet with paint. And I'm going to go around with the lines again on this side, on the other side, I should say. This brush is pretty good because it holds the shape, the bristles of the bristles. So it's kind of nice because it then gives the lines. And there's some that are on the bottom lip that I would also like to give some dimension, pay a little bit of attention to that as well, to those as well, I should say. And I'm holding the kit a little bit upside down because I can see it that way. I can see it that way pretty well myself. So it's good to hold the kit, whatever part you're using, in a way that works for you. If you have to turn the kit upside down to see what it is you need to see, turn the kit upside down. You turn the kit whichever way you need to see. I'm trying to see here also if we can get the same number of lines on the lips in the same length. I would like that. I would like some symmetry there. And then I'm going to barely tap with the cosmetic wedge to keep that in place. I like that. I like that because her lips have dimension. And that's part of what it's all about. Now, I think that the shadow that's in here and here, I think that I can maybe go um, I may go a little bit more with the shadow and around the lip, the top. Oh, you can't see. uh, Maybe go around the top lip to maintain that definition, make it a little bit more pronounced. Not a lot, but a little bit more pronounced. The highlight, the outlining of the lip. Now, the outlining of the lip is not so much that I want it to be outlined so she looks like an adult woman with lip liner and then, you know, lipstick and lip gloss or so. I don't want that look for her. However, I am using a similar principle to get the look that I think would be most appropriate or what I would like to see her with. So I'm going to go around the borders of the lip a little bit just to again go with that shadow, that outlining. First, I'm going to go inside uh, the corners of the mouth because this is going to continue again to add dimension. So I'm just barely tapping inside, and I'm going across where the lips meet to make a line to make it appear that they are actually separate and not just one. I'm going to go in with the cosmetic wedge corner because I would like it to stay in place. So I'm just going barely tapping in with the cosmetic wedge. And when you look at her, you see how much beautiful definition it gives. Now, I do want to go under her chin, under her lower lip, also to give some dimension because it will give the illusion that her lips are full and that they created a shadow under her lip. So I'm going to just kind of barely, and just almost barely make it the brown, the burnt umber. I'm looking at it to kind of see, and I would like to keep it symmetrical. And I'm going just all around it. And I'm going to go in with the cosmetic wedge